Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing ABZAN Artifact Beatdown in Ranked Standard. The idea behind this deck is that by taking advantage of all the best artifact creatures from Brothers War, we can create what is still a very aggressive 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop curve while maintaining a powerful top end all the way up to the 5, 6, and 7 mana value ranges. The Amalgam and Assembler can both be played on 2, but can also be played on 5 as they're more powerful versions, and the Steel Seraph and Phyrexian Fleshscorcher can just be played on 3, but also played on 6 and 7 as they're more powerful versions. The only part of the curve that is missing is in the 4-drop slot, but you can fill that in by either casting the Smalgorma back from the graveyard with Unearth, or by pairing any of your numerous 3-drops with the Tiefling Wormlet, or in the best case scenario, you drop the Gallic Readers on 2, play any of your 3-drops on 3, create a treasure token off the Gallic Readers, and then on turn 4, you can play out one of your 5-drops. The other cards in the deck are, number 1, the Tiefling Wormlet. This pairs extremely well with the deck, as we have 20 artifacts in the deck, plus Gallic Readers. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you can elect to create a tapped treasure token, which is an artifact which does trigger the Wormlet. So the Wormlet is probably the best 1-drop you could play in this deck. I did at one point have the Evolved Sleeper in there, but ended up taking it out for more artifacts. We also have Augur of Autumn, which plays really well, as everything in the deck is either a land or a creature, so you can play every single thing off the top of your deck once you get Coven. And lastly, the Brutal Cathar as our single source of removal, as it is a creature and plays well with the Autumn and everything else. That's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, don't have double white yet, but it's not awful. We'll start here. Opponent on mono red Kumano. Okay. We will have double green at some point. Go ahead and drop you down. Get a 2-3 online. 1 damage off the Pain Land. They go right for the Strangle. That's fine. Don't really care too much about that card. Backup Kumano. Okay. It's actually all fine with us. Go ahead and drop an Augur here. See if it sticks around through a Lightning Strike for a turn. Down to 15. Land on top. Okay, they flipped the first Kumano. You go ahead and Abrade. Sure. And down to 13. Okay. Play out the lands. Ooh, Greeters here first. And the Amalgam. And we have double white here. So we don't have to make the treasure. We could just gain the life. Let's take the treasure. We're close to just playing this out as a 6 mana 5/4. That's quite a lot for mono red to deal with. They flip the Kumano. Let's see if it's Raiju time. Whoa! Okay. Mono red coming in with Visions of Phyrexia. Let's go. Alright, we did not hit the next land. So we'll go Greeters here plus Seraph. Make sure we have double white open, which we do. Take treasure the first time and life the second time. Okay, more treasure's good. Could give you flying. I like the idea of giving you lifelink. But trading the Amalgam isn't that great a deal. So maybe it's just flying instead. Let's do it like this. And we'll give you flying. You can hit for 1 this turn, because you're not blocking anyway. Alright, let's see Visions of Phyrexia pop off in mono red. They hit a Raiju. Alright. They're doing something here. We now can't just durdle around. They actually have a steady stream of draw every turn. They attack just with a Kumano. It's pretty strange, right? Why? They haven't played land for turn? I guess they go land for turn and play with fire. That's fine with me. We could just take 2. We want to play the Seraph this coming turn anyway. Go no blocks here. Down to 11. Pretty funky. More lands. Okay. Well. Might start taking counters here. We have plenty of treasure. Let's go. We'll take more life. Okay, let's give you lifelink. Send in a 6/6 with lifelink. That's a big swing right there. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Let's see what else they can hit off this Visions. They hit a land, not that scary, and draw a card. Lightning Strike. Nothing we can do about that. Can they turn the corner against our 6/6? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Definitely a funkier mid-range version of Mono Red for sure. Okay, probably taking no blocks here. I think no blocks. Okay. Play you out for 6. Have a decent blocker. I think we just put lifelink again here. Gain the life, gain the life. Okay. Could give it flying, but we'll give it lifelink again. Attack for 6 lifelink. They take it all. Down to 7. We're up to 22. It's weird, I feel like that should be good enough against Mono Red, but they're not just Mono Red. They're a little bit more interesting than that. At least not classic aggressive Mono Red. They've been backup Monastery and Fable. Wonder what they want to draw here. Another land. Swift Sphere, okay. And the Festivities. That's fine. Sweeps the Gallic Readers, which is too bad. Leftover with a 5/3. And they're out of cards, at least in hand. So we have lethal. Because we just swing in the air with everyone. So they have to win this turn. Or create a flying blocker. Yep, scoop. Okay, Steel Strap, flying, lifelink. Some good keywords right there. Opponent goes first, no green. Rough life. Better. We can definitely keep this. And maybe put back the Foundry. Yeah, we're going to want the black mana. Put back the Foundry here. Jim on Azorius. Rush land on 1 into the Wormlet. And either the Amalgam or the Assembler on 2. Okay. 2-0. That's fine. Could go double Wormlet here. But that's okay. We had to have them counter one of these guys. I think we'll have them counter the Amalgam here. The Assembler can level itself up each turn, which does effectively get under counter magic at some point in the game. Okay. They don't counter it. We get the trigger on the Wormlet. Maybe they use removal on the Wormlet instead. Alright, swing for 2. See what they got. They take it all and do nothing. Clearly, neither of these targets were worthy of their spells. Third land. Ooh, it's actually Magecraft. Okay. Interesting. I think, man, I almost want to go double Wormlet here. Wormlet Assembler is pretty good as well. And then get in for a lot of damage. So there is stick, so they have something. Where they can phase it out. They could give it hexproof and +1/+1. That would hurt. Let's at least send the Wormlet in there. And if they want to burn one of their spells on the Amalgam, that's fine too. Okay. Pretty weird how much thought they put into that. Alright, let's see if they make it a 2/2 double striker. Maybe they have Fading Hope. I'm not sure. Fading Hope would make more sense given how they've been playing. It is in fact Shore Up. So they do get a 2/2 double striker, and they do get to pick off the... Let's see what they do. Not sure. They've been a Spell Pierce. Oh, they connive, so it's actually a 3/3 double striker. Okay. Well, we're going to need Brutal Cathar in this matchup. That's for sure. Ledger Shredder. See if they double spell. No blocks. Take 4. Flesh Scourger's interesting. We don't have the mana for it just yet. We're not really blocking on the way back. So we can go ahead and get in with all these. Okay. That's fine. Drop the Augur. And we basically need to hit some Brutal Cathars, otherwise we're going to be toast this game. And even so, the Brutal Cathar has to get through a number of shore-up type effects. Land off the top's a good start. Okay, end here. Okay, they slip out the back now, just for the connive on the Virtuoso. Alright, it's a big boy. 4/4 double striker. Alright, let's see how they do it. Swing for 8. I think we go no blocks here. Allows us to turn on Coven pretty easily this coming turn. Okay. Let's see if they can pull out lethal in one turn. It's definitely possible. Not this time. Take 8. Down to 7. Tap land. First spell of the turn. Let's see if they double spell. They don't. Okay. Make you a 3/3. We can turn on Coven with the Wormlet now. Start with land off the top. More land on top. Not what you want to see. Either make of the Amalgam a 6/6, which does threaten to trade with the Virtuoso. It's probably our best play here. We can attack with the Vigilance Assembler. We could also attack with the Wormlet if we do this now. Okay. Down to 6. More stick by the opponent. They could have another shore up, which would be pretty brutal. Okay, they think about something. Maybe they want to phase someone out. I mean, that is lethal. So they have to block here. And we have 2 blockers back, potentially. They march. Okay, then we lose. They take 1 block here. Actually, none. No, we have no blockers back. Take 8 on the way back. That's fine. That's kind of the one out to really end the game right there. Kind of a weird curve. We can try this. Mono red again. What is up with mono red today? Phoenix Chick. 1 to the face. Another tap land. Okay, start here. Keswick Flame Breather. Alright, that's different. Probably going to see a Chandra. Wouldn't be surprised by a turn 3 Chandra. Alright, we're going the Assembler here. Probably just want to get the Teething Wormlets down as quickly as possible. Okay. And next turn, go Wormlet plus Assembler, get both tokens, and then be Steel Seraph, start giving things lifelink every turn. But they have their removal immediately. And they ping us for 1 here. Swing for 2. Let's see if they hold open mana. They do. So they'll pick off whatever we play here with Lightning Strike, but we can't do a whole lot about that. So we'll start with the Wormlet. There is sticks. They do have either Lightning Strike or Play with Fire, most likely. And we'll play out the Assembler. But we expect to see one of these picked off. Potentially both if they have double Play with Fire. That's less likely. Okay, let that resolve. Let's see where they point the trigger. Probably on the Wormlet, but not necessarily. Okay, Lightning Strike on the Wormlet. Down to 15. We're going to need these lifelink creatures to really get us back in the game here. Okay, we'll go no blocks. I mean, we can probably block this safely, right? Unless they run deal 1 damage to each opponent's creature. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe it is worth it. Let's see if they deal 1 damage to each opponent's creature. It's like End the Festivities or something. Yep, there it is. Not super surprising, but I think it's okay. Sure, we can play the Brush Land. This already has lifelink, which is interesting. Okay. 3/3 lifelinker. Let's see if it's enough. Swift Sphere. It's not Lightning Strike. Just you. Okay. That's good. We get a break here. Giving this thing Vigilance is interesting, but let's attack here first and see if they do any double blocking shenanigans. Okay, they don't. If that's the case, let's go ahead and play the Autumn. Take land off the top. Okay. And we're up to 13, which matters. It's a Kumano. They trigger with the non-creature spell. Take a good chunk of damage. Down to 11. Okay, let's see how many they attack with. Okay, I think we do take this block. At least 1 block here. We don't need the Autumn to win because we have lifelink. So let's maybe just block here. Not risk a Swift Sphere pump. Down to 8. That's it for the turn. Okay. Land for turn here. Sure, we can do a full price Seraph. Move to combat. Give you lifelink. Get in for 5 points of lifelink damage. It's a big swing. We're up to 13 now. They attack all. Can they win this turn? I think we take a block. I think we're fine just with the Flesh Gorger around. I don't know if they could get to lethal. I really don't know. Double Lightning Strike does a lot of damage. That'd be the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Double Lightning Strike is 12 damage. That's not quite lethal, but it is close. Okay, we'll take the land on top, and we'll take the Cathar here. Supposedly we'll take the Chick, just since that can be an issue in the long run. We can lead back the Foundry to block, I guess. Okay. Pretty well positioned. You can take a jump with the Foundry. We have plenty of lands. And they scoop. We have a Ganja too, and a little Gallic Raiders action on the way. Turns on Coven. On the play with a lot of Pain lands. Okay. Start here. Get a Sleeper down. Hona on blue. Tap land this turn. Okay. Attack for 1. Go ahead and offer the level up here. See if they want to bounce or interact. You go ahead and Fading Hope it now. That's fine. Went to the top. Probably play the Wormlet here, since we're probably going to play the Steel Seraph next turn anyway. 2 mana, do nothing. So they want to counter this turn, so actually what we'd like to do instead is just drop the Sleeper again. Attack for 1. Drop the Sleeper. Let's see if they have hard counter. They don't. Okay. What's nice about the Sleeper is that 1, it gets under the counter spell, and 2, we can give it Death Touch, which makes it awkward for the Djinn to block against. Third land. They slam the Djinn. Okay. Well, we'll take 1 level up here. Alright, we can just go ahead and land the Brutal Cathar here while they're tapped out. Seems pretty reasonable. Take the Djinn at least for now. Not really going to have any removal, so they'll have to bounce the Djinn, or bounce the Cathar. Next turn we'll think about if they leave mana open, if they could Fading Hope the Cathar, get back the Djinn and block, how that would change things for us. Okay, so let's assume they bounce the Cathar here. One option is to not deploy the Seraph before combat. And then even if they bounce the Cathar, they get back the Djinn, we could attempt to go for the Cathar after combat. We'd have enough mana to pay for Make Disappear. So I think that's actually pretty good. So let's just offer them all the trades here. They can block the Wormlet for free, but then we get to Cathar the Djinn again. Okay, that's not the play. Alright. In that case, we'll go ahead and play out the Steel Seraph after combat. Should be able to play through Make Disappear, but not through a Essence Scatter. It's okay. And we can level up the Sleeper on their end step. Make it a 3/3 and give it Death Touch. Terror, okay. At least the Sleeper trades with that. Alright. Sleeper now with Death Touch. It's good for us. There's still Stick on their side, so they might bounce it again with Fading Hope. Another Wormlet. We might start taking draws off the Sleeper. I think we see if they bounce it first, though, because I'm more interested in getting back up to Death Touch than anything else. Okay, let's see what they do. They want to take the trade. Okay, I'll take 1 draw here then, because they're not doing a whole lot else this turn. I still think they might bounce it. That's a good draw. Trade it is. We get to deploy an Augur. Resolves. I thought they had Stick there. We didn't see anything though. Consider now. They must have top decked that because they didn't play that at the end of their last turn. Impulse, they're drawing for answers, but now we have some good pressure on them. This is not the spot they want to be in here. And they scoop. Always feels good to beat down on mono blue. On the play with a 2-drop. I mean, this is not the perfect hand, but we can try to make it work. Plenty of good draws. Mono red Kumano, okay. Alright, that's not so bad. Take our true drop here. Swift Spear, okay. Comes in as a 2-3. And Epicure. No attacks this turn then. Ooh, Godly Greeters is pretty tempting against them. It's a lot of value over the course of the game. It's not mana efficient though. Simeon's pretty good. If we make this a giant blocker, they basically just cannot deal with it the rest of the game. I think I'm happy with that. Put the counters here. And make them deal with a 4-5. Mono Red shouldn't really have the tools to deal with that. And the Festivities. Take out the Simeon. We can just make an even bigger Amalgam next turn. They haven't played land for turn yet. I don't think so. So I think we actually go no blocks here. I think that's fine. Let's see if they played land for turn or not. I can't remember. Let's talk about the Blood Token. Alright, nothing. So we maybe could have blocked Epicure for free. Hard to say. We could take the Swift Spear here. Okay. That makes our blocks a little more certain. No attack still. Just sit pretty. Good land into Mechanized Warfare. Doesn't really give him good attacks, though. That's pretty good. I think I'm happy to double spell this turn. It's almost time to take the life, but we could hit another Flesh Scourger next turn. And again, no attacks. We could almost attack because we have the Flesh Scourger back. Yeah, maybe that's fine. We go land Raiju. Let's sit back one more turn. They could still go land Raiju here. Chandra dressed to kill. Okay. Now we have a little bit of a clock to deal with.
I hope you like your hors d'oeuvres extra crispy.
Okay, we take 2 damage there. They make an extra mana. And they play with fire on the Flesh Scourger, which does kill it. Okay. That's too bad. Lifelink was a great way for us to get back in the game. And a Phoenix Chick in the air for 2 damage per turn. Whew. Land is the last thing you want to see there. Okay. That's a big creature, though. We can get life off the Greeters, I guess. Activate only as a sorcery. So we have a 12-12. We'll take the life. Can we even attack with the 12-12? We have 9 damage on the way back. The answer is not really. But by doing nothing, we flip to Nightside. Okay, they get a Swift Spear off the top. Attack for 2 in the air. We need something other than land right here. That's not other than land. Could actually attack with the Brute. We're so close to dead. We actually can't do anything. We need to top deck something other than land. I mean, we can try to threaten lethal in 2 turns. I think that's our best chance, but we're pretty dead here. Chumping is good. Chumping is good. That takes damage off the table. Okay. That's great. Because they have 2 damage per turn off the Chandra and 2 damage off the Phoenix, so we're basically dead here. Lightning Strike there. And that might just be game by itself. We take 1 chump here. Take 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's game. Yeah, too much land. Woof. Okay, this is a little bit weird of an opening hand, but I think it's actually going to be okay. We'll get a Wormlet down. Bifu on Gruul. Okay, this allows us to double spell this turn. Wormlet as well as a Sleeper. And bop the opponent for 1. Turn 3 Augur. Gruul Bitter Reunion. Little draw discard action. Drop off Witherseed Treaty? Okay. Ooh, +X. Okay. Well, no reason to drop the Autumn here unless we want land off the top. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. Here comes a little bit of damage. Swing in for 3. Yeah, we'll see if opponent has removal for the autumn. Babel. Okay. So we get land off the top here. This gives us Coven, though it doesn't really matter too much this turn. Okay. Auto pay, this triggers both of these guys. I think we'll take lifelink here. Give you lifelink. Swing with everyone. Take the block there. Level up the sleeper anyway. They don't. Okay. Okay. They decide finally to take the block. After much consideration. Go ahead and pay 1 to trade here. When it drops to 10. And we almost have Coven. Colligrators next turn will give us Coven. Discard a land and a big score. They're setting up for something big, but see if we can just take them out this turn. Little Brother's End. 3-mana removal spell could wipe the entire board here. Big score right now. Drop off another Bitter Reunion. 2 mana. They're building up to something, but I'm not sure what their top end is. Could just be a Titan. Okay, we'll play land off the top. That's fine. Start with the Greeters here. We have double white open. Yes, we do. Here comes another Steel Seraph. Give one of these lifelink again. Yeah, we'll take the treasure here. It's fine. More +1 counters. We have lethal presented. Okay, we'll put lifelink on both of these guys. Lifelink. Lifelink. Okay, let's see what you got, Bifu. Swing. A braid there. Rather see it go there than on the auger. When it drops to 2, we're at 23. They need a sweeper here pretty badly. They can give that haste, though. So they could copy something good this turn. Big score again. Drop off Careful Cultivation. Funky deck here, for sure. And Scooperoony. Okay. ABZAN coming through. On the play with mana. Let's go. Brushland into turn 1 Wormlets. And try a turn 2 Greeters. Pump out a bunch of artifacts every turn. Ooh, little Azorius Soldiers action. Okay, well, let's not trade the Wormlet on 2. This could get pretty big over the course of the game. Naming Soldier, no surprise. Thalia. We don't have any non-creatures, though. No attacks. That's pretty good for us. So, we don't have double black for Flesh Scorcher anyway, actually. So we're just dropping the Autumn this turn. And go ahead and make a treasure token. And if they don't Brutal Cathar us, we'll see if we can start doing some fun things this next turn. We actually have our own Brutal Cathar anyway. Siege Veteran. Alright, let the games begin. No attacks by them? I don't know about that. Okay. If we name the Flesh Scourger, we unlock Coven for next turn. We could probably trade the Wormlet for both the Veteran and the Officer. I think that's fine. Let's take out the first Striker. We'll take the Treasure. We have Coven now. I don't know if they block, though. Let's just do it like this. We can always play the Flesh Scourger for Coven next turn. They eat it all. Okay. Fourth land. Is it Morel? It's a Valiant Veteran. Pretty big squad. No attacks, though. Well, we should probably just play the Cathar here. I'm tempted to play the Autumn, though. I love a good Autumn game. We can always play the Cathar with the Treasure anyway. Treasure, make the Wormlet bigger. Play out the land here. And probably play the Cathar, take the Veteran. Maybe we can drop a large Flesh Scourger next turn. Okay. Take you. We're good on life, so we'll just take the counters, actually. Opponent runs the Zephyr Sentinel. Return up to one other target creature you control to its owner's hand. Okay. Comes in as a 4/3. Wonder if they block the Wormlet. I don't think we need to attack then. Let's keep the Wormlet growing every turn. Okay, they replay the Veteran. But I don't think they can outvalue us. No attacks. I guess we don't have Covenant anymore. Well, we'll play out a Flesh Gorger for 7. That's what you call a big boy. And take all our triggers. Go ahead and keep getting treasure, make the Wormlet even bigger. I think we trade with the Flyer. I think we trade with a lot of things. Let's send the Wormlet in there. We're happy with pretty much any combination of blocks. That's fine with us. Okay. Flyer down. Don't have to worry about that going over the top now. Okay. They take their draw. I don't think they can outrace the Autumn, though. And if they do nothing, then we flip to Nightside. Alright, flip the Nightside, and you bet we're gonna, play off the top? Yeah, I guess we have Coven now. Yeah, good game. Fair enough, good game. We double spell this turn, flip back if we want to, like, it's over.